Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of the Region 20 Division II baseball tournament here at Frederick Community College. At this time, we please ask that you stand for the playing of the national anthem. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Frederick, Maryland, on the campus of Frederick Community College, as we are here for day 2 of the NJCAA Region 20 Division II baseball tournament. We have our triple header today. What a great day of baseball we had to have ahead of you, as it's going to be the losers bracket game first and foremost, as this is a loser goes home situation. The winner gets to advance, as it will be the CCBC Essex Knights, the home team, the number 2 seed in the tournament, taking on the number 4 seeded Garrett College Lakers. Mark Winkle bringing the action today, and we have a gorgeous day for baseball out right now. Nothing but sunshine, good weather, and great baseball ahead of you. Starting pitcher for the CCBC Essex Knights, number 11, Michael Amadio. Leading off for the Garrett Lakers, number 8, Graydon Gillett. So it will be Gillett to lead things off for the Lakers, and Michael Amadio taking the mound We saw Amadio yesterday in relief for the Essex Knights as they are making sure to get their top pitchers out there on the mound as much as possible early on and hope that they can ride them out for as long as possible and see where they can go from there. Outside for a ball. Amadio comes into the series with a 5.71 ERA, a 2-2 record, 34 innings pitched. He's got 26 strikeouts and just 9 walks on the year. Two-two count, and that one's hit hard to left field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. And the leadoff man, Garrett, gets the job done, getting on base for his team. Now batting, number 21, Aiden Screen. Give us a chance to take a look at the defense for the Knights. In left field, it's Lauren Guerra-Guzman. Center field, Yariel Hernandez. Right field, it's Diego Garcia. Third base, Connor Bailey. Shortstop, Michael Agostini. At second base, Andy Martinez Rivera. First base, Joey Rosa. And catching Amadio behind the plate, it is Orville De Jesus, who came in as a defensive replacement yesterday and has earned himself the start today behind the dish. These two teams played just a few weeks ago at Garrett College in a doubleheader. Garrett won the opener of the series 3-0, and then the Knights fired back with an 11-0 win in a 5-inning run rule shortened game. That's in there for a strike. It's going to be a 3-1 count. Amadio pitched in that opener against Garrett. Went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, but he did give up 2 home runs in the game. And his counterpart in that game is, the counterpart today, it is Bryce Madden, who pitched a complete game shutout to shut down the Knights back then, and he's going to try to do it again today. Home runs in that game by Noah Broadwater and Parker Ferraro. And they're going to pick him off at first. It's going to be a pickle between first and second. And they get him. Well done by Amadio as he found Garrett leaning. And that will erase the leadoff hit for the Lakers. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a drop, third strike, tagged out. And just like that, what looked like a promising start for the Lakers now has them with 2 outs and nobody on. Now batting number 27, Noah Broadwater. That brings up Noah Broadwater, who had a phenomenal game yesterday. That's in there for a strike from Amadio. There's a tale of 2 different games yesterday. The opener between Essex and Allegheny was a complete pitcher's duel. 2 amazing pitching performances from the teams. As that's going to be hit up the middle. Tough play, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Broadwater just keeps hitting the ball hard and getting on base. Now batting number 4, Sebastian Mayfield. And that brings up the center fielder, Sebastian Mayfield. Allegheny able to outlast Essex with a 3-0 shutout. A brilliant performance from Christopher Fagot allowed them to advance in the winner's bracket. Game 2 was a different story as it was just a slugfest, mostly one-sided. The Frederick Cougars just couldn't stop hitting the ball. They won 15-4 over Garrett in a 6-inning run rule shortened game. Broadwater, the bright spot of the team for that game, 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBI, home run. Amadio able to get it in there for a strike, and it's going to be a 1-1 count. Amadio trying to see if he can strike with lightning twice in the same spot, but this time Broadwater able to get back. Garrett used 3 pitchers yesterday: Kai Canson, Gregory Eddy, Luke Ross. None of them had too high of a pitch count, however. The most was Eddy with 57 pitches. So you imagine that if needed, I would think all 3 of those guys are still going to be likely available throughout this tournament, and highly likely to see them again. This one is hit hard to right field, but way up into the air, mile high. Plenty of time for Diego Garcia to get under it and make the catch. Couple of hits for the Lakers, no runs. We go to the bottom of the first. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Middle of the first, tied at 0. I know beauty queen of the... We go to the bottom of the first, still tied at 0 as the Knights will have their chance to get some offense going against Bryce Madden. Mentioned before, Bryce Madden was absolutely dominant when facing against Essex earlier in the season. Just a few weeks ago, in fact, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts in a 7-inning complete game. And therefore a strike. Madden, the sophomore from LaVale, Maryland, standing at 6'1". In the dirt. We saw Madden play third base yesterday. Had a couple of nice plays over there. 2-2 count to Garcia. Outside, ball 3. Essex trying to find some offense. In fact, trying to find their first run of this tournament. Hit straight up and back, out of play. Garcia was 0 for 2 yesterday. Full count to the Essex leadoff hitter. This is hit to right center, not too deep, but as per tradition, Sebastian Mayfield lost his hat and still makes the catch. Now batting, number 26, Manuel Agostini. I don't know that Mayfield made a single play yesterday without losing his hat, so I guess it's just good luck for him. That thing flew off the second he took his first step, so maybe he's a different size hat or he just likes losing it while chasing it. I'm not sure, but either way, it works for him, and who am I to question it? Saw Mayfield make a number of fine catches out in center field yesterday, ranging all over in the gaps. Agostini will take strike 1 as that popped out of the glove of catcher Meyer Cabrera. Defensively for the Lakers, in left it's Aiden Screen. Center, Sebastian Mayfield. In right, Jesus Fermin. At third, it's Parker Ferraro. As that one's hit right towards Ferraro, it's actually going to be the shortstop Broadwater. Throws it across a little bit high, but a good stretch by Firestone to make the play. Now batting, number 24, Joey Rosa. So that was Noah Broadwater to make the play at short. Graydon Gillett at second, Firestone at first, and Meyer Cabrera catching Bryce Madden. Broadwater, a sophomore infielder from Kaiser, West Virginia, which just happens to be the same town that Potomac State of West Virginia is housed in. And you have to imagine they are regretting not being able to get that commitment, as he is a phenomenal player offensively and defensively. One count to the big first baseman, Joey Rosa. Breaking ball well outside. Rosa, he got a hit yesterday, 1 for 4 with a strikeout on the day, as the Knights managed just 2 hits in the entire game, 1 each from their number 3 and 4 hitters. But again, it speaks more to just how impressive Christopher Fago and then Ivan Sipa, who came in to strike out the side in a scoreless 9th to pick up his 2nd save of the year and secure Allegheny the victory. That misses, and we have another full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Madden. fouled off the foot of Rosa. That's going to sting as he's going to take off his shin guard and try to shake his foot off a little bit before reapplying. Triple header today, as I mentioned before. Start with the losers bracket game here, then we have the winners bracket game next coming up between Allegheny and Frederick. And then the final game of the day will be the winner of this game versus the loser of game 2 for an elimination game to see who will advance to the championship round. Inside, ball 4, and Rosa gets on base. Now batting, number 35, Connor Bailey. So the 2-out walk by Rosa gives Connor Bailey a chance with a man on. Mentioned before, Bailey, another one of those knights who had a hit 1 for 4 on the day, but had 4 left on base in the game, including a big opportunity where he had bases loaded and couldn't drive in a run. Strike called. Bryce Madden comes in with a 4.97 ERA, 5-2 record. 12 appearances, 9 starts. He's had 2 complete games, including the 1 shutout I mentioned against Essex. In 50 innings, he's given up 50 hits, 45 strikeouts to 22 walks. Opponents only batting .259 against him, one of the better batting average against we've seen from starters in this tournament. It's going to be an 0-1 count. Madden finds in there for strike 2 and is way ahead. Rosa does have 8 steals on the year. Not much of a lead off of first. He will take off. It's going to be fouled back by Bailey. Certainly a hit and run situation all the way through as Bailey had to protect with 2 strikes. Try an 0-2 count once again. Madden sweeping curveball, and Bailey just gets a piece of it to stay alive. We'll try an 0-2 pitch once again. Or instead we'll try pickoff again. Madden having to labor through this first inning. Had a lot of deep counts already. Looking to punch out Bailey with an 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a curveball again. Grounded towards third. Scooped up and fired across by Ferraro. Into dirt it goes, and it's going to be Bailey reaching on the error by Parker Ferraro. And the inning stays alive for the Knights. Now batting number 8, Casey Parsons. Mentioned before that Madden was the third baseman for the Lakers yesterday. Ferraro taking over with Madden on the mound. And a first inning hiccup from the hot corner. Firestone had a chance to grab that on the short one hop, just couldn't quite scoop it up. And now it's going to be the starting pitcher from yesterday, Casey Parsons, trying to take advantage. He lifts this one to shallow right field, running on a long way for me and is able to get to it. And in true Lakers fashion, he lost his hat on the way to it, made the catch, and they're able to get out of the inning. No run scored. We go to the top of the second. After one inning of play, tied 0-0. The Lakers, number 35, Jesus Fermin. Top of the second we go. Jesus Fermin to lead things off for the Lakers as he'll take that low for ball one. Fermin, we just saw, have to run quite some distance to catch that ball in shallow right field, and just kept his momentum right towards the dugout to grab his bat and helmet, trying to start things off as the number 5 hitter in the lineup for this Lakers team. High and away, ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk for Fermin to get on first and get things started for the Lakers. Now batting, number 40, Matthew Firestone. So a second straight inning for the Lakers to get the leadoff man on base. We saw Garrett get picked off after his leadoff single, and that brings up the first baseman, Matthew Firestone. Swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Firestone, the 6'1" freshman out of Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Firestone came into the series batting .348. Just started 5 games all year long, played in 19. 8 hits, he's got 1 triple, 9 RBI, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts, so not often used throughout the season, but getting a big opportunity here to step up. Putting the bunt down is Firestone, and it's a beauty. That'll get the job done. Amadio throws it wide. Rivera can't make the catch, And another error, this time by the Knights. Advances the runner, but also keeps it no outs. Now batting, number 24, Ethan Early. And we're going to see another bunt. This is right up into the face area of Early. He still got the bat on the ball impressively, but it went foul. Scary moment there. For all you stat heads out there, because it was a sacrifice bunt attempt, it actually doesn't go against Firestone's batting average that he reached on an error, as Early pulls that back for ball one. It's a tough play for Amadio, but certainly one that you would expect him to make, and just couldn't quite get the throw on target, as another bunt attempt by Early is fouled off, and now we're going to get a different signal, likely from head coach and athletic director of Garrett College, Eric Hollenbach. 1-2 count. We are going to see bunt again. This time he puts it down. They're going to try for third. He's safe at third on a close play. And I have to imagine that Coach O'Connor is going to come out and argue that one. It was real close at third base. So head coach Sean O'Connor of the CCBC Essex Knights comes out to have a conversation, and he's just not going to like what the answer is going to be, as nothing's going to overturn that call, and it's going to be bases loaded. Now batting, number 1, Meyer Cabrera. So back-to-back bunts by the Lakers, no outs recorded, and that brings up the catcher, Meyer Cabrera, with bases loaded. And a big opportunity. First pitch, he hits this one to deep right center. Tracking back is Garcia. It's gonna fall in. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Here comes Early. Excuse me, here comes Firestone, so 2 runs will score for the Lakers, and it's a 2 RBI double from Meyer Cabrera. Now batting, number 43, Parker Ferraro. So the Lakers take the early 2-0 lead, and they're not done yet, as still no outs. A couple of ducks on the pond for the number 9 hitter, Parker Ferraro. Hits off the end of the bat. So defensive miscues causing problems for the Knights early in this game. Back-to-back bunts not fielded cleanly. Amadio responsible for both of them. The error throw on to first base, and then tried to get the runner at third. Ends up getting safe. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that's exactly what the Knights needed, a strikeout to keep the runners right where they are. Now batting, number 8, Graydon Gillett. And with the leadoff hitter Gillett coming up, the Knights will send out their pitching coach to have a mound visit and try to figure out exactly how they want to defend this situation. It's a tricky situation where you've already given up 2 runs. You don't want to give up any more, but you also don't want to give up the big inning. So do you have your infield play in and try to cut out the runner at home, or just play normal depth and just make sure to get the out? And a strong hitter in Graydon Gillett at the plate certainly affects the calculation there as well. Corners are in, as well as the middle infield, so they are certainly playing for the play at home in the infield. Amadio in there for strike 1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Amadio quickly ahead, 0-2. Already action in the Knights bullpen. Just starting up now, but getting ready just in case Amadio struggles to get out of this inning. Lifted back for a foul ball. One-two count to Gillett. Hit towards the right side, off of the glove of Rosa. It's going to be a race to first base. Nobody is there. Amadio never had a chance to get across for how hard the ball was hit. Everybody is safe, and the run will score on the play. Cabrera stayed at second base, but Gillett scores on the single right at the first baseman. Now batting, number 21, Aiden Screen. That was a tough play for Rosa. It was a line drive right at him. But it goes down as an RBI infield single from Gillett. Now runners on first and second for the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Aiden Screen. The Knights came in as the number 2 seeded team in this tournament, 36-13 record overall, 22-6 in division play. And certainly one of the favorites in this tournament to at least try to give the powerhouse Frederick Cougars team a run for their money, but they are quickly behind and in danger of seeing them knocked out of this tournament before being able to pick up a run. Three-one count. High ball 4, and the bases are loaded once again. And that brings up the always dangerous Noah Broadwater. Now batting, number 27, Noah Broadwater. The last guy the Knights want to see up in the lineup right now. The Lakers licking their chops at the opportunity to pile on here in the second inning. Just inside for ball 1. Looked like the catcher might have gotten crossed up a little bit, had to catch it awkwardly and not able to frame that pitch. Amadio goes back for the cut fastball. It's in there for a strike. Broadwater hits this one deep to left field. It's carrying way back, way back. It's out of here. A grand slam for Noah Broadwater. Get the mustard and rye out. It's a grand salami. And it's a 7-0 lead for the Lakers. And that's going to do it for Amadio. Kept saying every time Broadwater came up to plate, he hit the ball hard. And just did it again at the best time for the Lakers. We'll have a pitching change. Be back with you with that change after this. Now pitching for the Essex Knights, number 1, Joseph Cucarulo. Now batting, number 4, Sebastian Mayfield. The Knights go to the bullpen early, and it's going to be the freshman right-hander, Joe Cucarulo from Palm City, Florida, to take the mound. And the first batter he'll see is the cleanup hitter for the Lakers, Sebastian Mayfield. In there for a strike. So that closes the book on Amadio. 1 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and the big home run to Broadwater that closed out his day. Broadwater that kind of, as that one missed, and Cucarulo got confirmation that it was just low. As soon as the ball was hit by Broadwater, it's one of those things where if any other batter, you might think, okay, that might be in the gap, might be caught or something like that, but Broadwater just hits the ball so hard that it felt like it was gone the second it left the bat, as Bailey makes the easy out for out number 2. Now batting number 35, Jesus Fermin. So with 2 outs, nobody on, that brings up Jesus Fermin. Curveball stays high for ball 1. It's in there for a strike. Low for a 2-1 count. That one's hit hard to the right center gap. Rivera's chasing, or excuse me, Garcia's chasing. That is going to fall in. Fermin, a stand-up double as he'll watch the ball sail across the diamond. But another big hit for the Lakers as they continue to see the ball well today. Now batting number 40, Matthew Firestone. And that brings up the first baseman, Firestone. Firestone bunted back earlier in this inning as the Lakers have now batted around the lineup. Fermin just enjoyed his second at-bat of the inning. He walked and scored in the earlier as he led the inning off. Now Firestone will get a chance to swing away, you'd think. And it looks like we might have a technology malfunction, and now so the umpires are going to call that as stepping off for Cucurullo if the technology is working, so therefore it can't be considered a technology malfunction break, which would not have counted against them. That's inside for ball one. Hit back up towards the middle, center field, it's going to land, and coming around to score is Fermin. It is an 8-0 Garrett lead. Now batting number 24, Ethan Early. So Firestone reaches base for a second time this inning, and that brings up designated hitter Ethan Early, the sophomore from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. He also put a bunt down earlier in this inning and reached base on it. Inside for a ball. Tale of two dugouts right now. The Garrett side, plenty vocal, cheering on their team. Dead silent from the Essex side, as that's going to be right down the middle for strike two. Cucurullo shakes off his catcher, now gets a sign he likes. Ball called. Cucurullo still is asking where it missed. Now he gets the confirmation that it was low. Fastball right over the plate, swung and missed by Early, but damage done. 8 runs for the Garrett Lakers. They take a healthy lead. Eight runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Middle of the second, Garrett 8, Essex 0. was out. Oh, I thought he was safe. Leading off for the Knights, number 37, Lauren Garrett Guzman. We go to the bottom of the second. Garrett with an 8-0 lead after an 8-run top of the second. Highlighted by the grand slam of Noah Broadwater. That one's just going to go right of the first base bag for strike number 2. The Knights knew they'd have to get their offense going eventually in this series to find themselves back into contention, but now they're going to have to really break out in a big way. And we have timeout called by the first base umpire. As looks like he was just trying to signal towards the rest of his crew. And it's going to be an 0-2 count. Guzman able to hold up for ball 1. Certainly not an unattainable comeback attempt for the Knights, as that's going to be a swing and miss strike 3 for Guzman. Now batting number 32, Yariel Hernandez. Plenty of time to come back, and certainly in college baseball, we've seen crazier things happen than come from behind by 8 runs. But the Knights just have to start hitting the ball at some point. They've now played 10+ innings and have gotten just 2 hits between the 2 games. Hernandez swings and misses. And they've got to do it against a guy who already shut them down just a few weeks before. They have not yet found the secret to unlocking Bryce Madden's right arm. Fouled back for strike 2. Curveball hit towards right center. This has some carry to it way back, and that's going to fall in. 1 hops to the fence. Hernandez turns around second. He's going to head for third, and he is sliding in safe for a triple to try to spark this Essex team. Now batting number 4, Orville De Jesus. That brings in De Jesus, freshman catcher from Killeen, Texas. Fouled back. Knights trying to get a rally going through the bottom of their lineup. Baltimore chop. Tough play. It's going to be thrown across. Slides into first and is safe at first as De Jesus. An infield single scores Hernandez. And the Knights get on the board. Now batting, number 39, Andy Martinez Rivera. So the Knights get on the board for the first time in this tournament as the infield single scores Hernandez. And that brings up the second baseman today, Andy Martinez Rivera. The freshman left-handed batter from Puerto Rico. He hits this towards the right side. Garrett goes for the lead runner and able to make the play. Nicely done by the second baseman. Bit of a dangerous play. Thought the easy out could have been at first. Decides to get the lead runner and able to do so. Now batting, number 12, Diego Garcia. And with 2 outs, that brings up the leadoff hitter, Diego Garcia. First pitch he sees, hits it backwards and out of play. Breaking ball in the dirt, good stop by Cabrera. Hit towards the left side, high throw, and a nice job by Firestone to stretch off the bag, and the third out is recorded. Good play by Ferraro. The Knights get on the board, but they still trail by 7. we go to the top of the third, and a third different pitcher for the Essex Knights, as it's going to be the freshman left-hander Kyle Reinman to relieve Cucurullo. Reinman, the freshman left-hander from Middle River, Maryland. And he starts off by throwing 3 straight balls. .30 pitch, outside, 4-pitch walk for the first batter Reinman sees. Now batting number 43, Parker Ferraro. That's certainly not what you want to do, especially when you're talking about the 8 here in the lineup. Have to imagine Essex will keep all their pitchers on short leashes from here on out and just string together anybody they can to get out there and get outs. Five straight balls for Reinman, and that one he'll find the outside corner for strike 1. Cabrera with a lead off of first. 1-1. That's going to be in there for strike 2 as he keeps trying to find that right side of the plate and is picking it right now. Long wait by Reinman. This time he'll throw just low for ball 2. Two-two pitch. Strike 3 called. Ferraro sits down as Reinman makes a nice pitch dotting that corner and gets out number 1. Now batting number 8, Graydon Gillett. Brings us back to the top of the lineup as Graydon Gillett gets up to the plate. Outside for ball 1. Outside again. Reinman continues to struggle. Find the plate so far. 11 pitches, just 3 strikes. Outside again for ball 3. .30 pitch, the leadoff man of the Lakers. That's in there for a strike right over the heart of the plate. Clearly Gillett had a red light on that one. Now it's in a hitter's count. That one right over the heart of plate again, and that time Gillett just swung right through it. Full count. High ball 4, another walk. Now Now batting number 21, Aiden Screen. So a couple of walks here. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Aiden Screen, to the plate. Screen walked and scored in the second inning. Also had a strikeout back in the first. So he'll get his third at bat in 3 innings. Outside ball 1. Tries a breaking ball. That one does fall in. Just a little bit of a different look, different feel, and a good pitch there. And with him struggling to find the strike zone with the fastball, I have to wonder if he'll go back to the breaking ball here. That's exactly what he does, but that one's in the dirt for a ball. Tough bringing a left-hander in against a slew of right-handed bats for these Lakers. In the dirt, ball 3 gets away from De Jesus. It's going to go to the backstop. Both runners will advance. And that's going to be a wild pitch against Reinman. Now a 3-1 count, 1 out. And pretty sure everybody knows who's on deck right now. Just makes that situation that much more tense. On a 3-1 pitch. Just catches the corner for strike 2. Perhaps a bit of a generous call from the umpire, trying to help out the struggling Reinman. Full count. Fouled off. Strike 3, swing and miss. De Jesus will fire it over to first for the out. And a big strikeout for Reinman for the second out of the inning. Now batting, number 27, Noah Broadwater. And no doubt about that one. Can't argue that, as Broadwater will get the intentional walk down to first base. Now batting, number 4, Sebastian Mayfield. And that means it's going to be bases loaded for Sebastian Mayfield. Not often you see a team intentionally walk a batter to get to the cleanup hitter. But certainly the way Broadwater's been swinging the bat seems like the right move. See if Mayfield can make him pay for it. 1-0 pitch, outside ball 2, and that's the problem with the intentional walk is now you have no bases empty, and Reinman, who's been struggling to find the strike zone, has got to throw a strike to Mayfield. The 2-0 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 3. Head coach of the night, Sean O'Connor, anxiously pacing by his dugout. The 3-0 pitch, right over the heart of the strike zone for a strike. Mayfield looking to swing now. The 3-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. It's going to be an RBI walk for Mayfield. And that's going to do it for Reinman. 9-1 lead for Garrett. We'll take a break and be back with you. Another new pitcher for Essex coming up. New pitcher for the CCBC Essex Knights. It's going to be the freshman right-hander, Ethan Mosteller, freshman from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to take the mound. And what a situation he's got to come into. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Faces Jesus Fermin, who we've already seen hit one deep into the gap. One-two count. Curveball, strike 3 called. Mosteller able to get out of the danger zone for that. Lakers only add 1 run, but it's still a 9-1 Garrett lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. 1 run. Bottom of the 3rd, the Garrett Lakers leading the Essex Knights 9-1. First pitch Agostini sees, hits this one to left field. Long run for Screen, still going. And it was caught in foul territory by Screen. Well done by him. He had to track that a long way and able to make the catch. Now batting, number 24, Joey Rosa. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Madden. And that brings up Rosa. In there for a strike. Madden, fastball hits deep to center field. Going back, Mayfield not having to run too fast as he will comfortably make that catch for out number 2. Now batting number 35, Connor Bailey. And that brings up Bailey with 2 outs, nobody on. Oh, 2 count to Bailey after the foul ball. Curveball, well outside. Madden struggled a little bit through the second inning, held it to just 1 run given up, but certainly looking for a quick, clean inning to keep the momentum going for the Lakers. Another breaking ball. This time it goes into the dirt. As the amount of movement he gets on that thing, it certainly can't be easy to control it exactly where you want, but makes it a real tough pitch to hit. 2-2 count to Bailey. Fastball, line towards the right side. That's going to get past the diving Gillette. Bailey makes a long turn, but going to retreat back to first base, and a 2-out single. Now batting number 8, Casey Parsons. And that brings up Casey Parsons, who is the designated hitter today. After a fine performance on the mound yesterday, went 8 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and the hard luck loss, his first loss of the season on the mound for the Knights, and certainly couldn't have asked for too much more from him. 117 pitches. Was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and a walk at the plate, however, as he will look to get off that goose egg batting. That's going to be off the end of the bat. Squibbed its way over to Firestone. He'll step on his bag. And that does it for the bottom of the 3rd. The Lakers still winning 9-1. We are in the top of the fourth. The Garrett Lakers leading 9-1. One count. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball two. Ethan Mosseller, after the quick out to finish out the third inning, starting out the fourth for the Knights on the mound. This one's hit to right field, right center, and it's going to be Garcia who's able to put it away for out number one. Now batting, number 24, Ethan Early. Not quite applicable, but the run rule is in effect for this game. A 10-run lead after 5 innings would end it. High for ball two. Good pitch by Mosseller, trying to come back into this at bat. Three-one count. Mosseller pitching out of the windup. Low for ball four, another walk. That is the 7th walk given up by Essex pitchers in this game so far. Now batting, number 1, Meyer Cabrera. And that brings up the catcher, Meyer Cabrera. Cabrera 1 for 1, couple runs scored, couple RBI, a walk. Having himself quite a game. His one hit was a double. That one is going to be fouled back. Cabrera, the freshman catcher from Venezuela. Ball inside. Frederick Cougars baseball team has shown up. Allegheny similarly, as they are awaiting their chance to take the field. Cabrera laces that one to right field. Well hit line drive. And that's going to make it runners on first and second with only 1 out. Now batting, number 43, Parker Ferraro. So Cabrera continues his stellar day at the plate. Gets away from De Jesus, another wild pitch, and that's going to move the runners up 1 base. And we saw a similar situation happen in the 2nd inning. A 1-0 pitch. High and away, ball 2. Another ball. It's a 3-0 count. Three-one count. Ferraro, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, trying to keep this rally going, and that's going to catch the strike zone for strike 2. Good frame there by De Jesus to help his pitcher out. And timeout is called. Looks like we had a shoelace that needed to be attended to. The 3-2 pitch to Ferraro. Fouled back. We'll try full count once again. Mosteller, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ferraro swings through what would have been ball 4. And he is out. Now batting, number 8, Graydon Gillot. So with 2 outs, that brings us back to the top of the order. Graydon Gillot comes to the plate. Gillot 2 for 2, run scored, RBI, a walk. Doing his job, setting the table and getting on base for his team. Now the chance to drive in some runs. Strike 1 called. Slow pace to this game. Hour and a half between Essex and Allegheny yesterday. We were 6 innings through the game. Still in the 4th here. This one's lifted up into the air. Infield fly. It's going to be Rivera who squeezes it and makes the catch. Garrett strands a couple. They still lead by 8 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Middle of the 4th, Garrett 9, Essex 1. number 37, Lauren Garrett. Bottom of the fourth we go. Still an 8-run lead for the Lakers. And it's going to be 6, 7, 8 due up in the lineup for the Knights. Starting with Lauren Garrett. Guzman 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Several Knights players still waiting to get their second at-bat in the game, whereas Garrett, they've got a couple guys who've had 4 at-bats so far. That's going to be in there for a strike. This one's fouled back. Two pitch. Madden. Fastball, catches it, strike 3 call. What a pitch by Bryce Madden. As that trailed back into the strike zone. Now batting number 32, Yariel Hernandez. Guzman looked like he was initially going to turn his shoulder thinking that it was coming at him, and that just darted back into the strike zone. Beautiful pitch from Madden. This one's hit hard to dead center. Way back it goes. Yariel Hernandez hits it out, and it's a home run. Hernandez stays hot for the Knights. Now with a triple and a home run. Almost solely responsible for both runs scored by the Knights. Now batting number 4, Orville De Jesus. That was a no doubt about it shot to dead center. 390 to center field there, and Hernandez had no problem clearing that one. For Hernandez, his 4th home run of the season, 19th RBI of the year. That's fouled to the left, and De Jesus quickly behind 0-2. This one hit towards the right side, stays in play and caught in foul territory by Firestone for the second out. Now batting number 39, Andy Martinez Rivera. Showing bunt, he puts it down. Tough play. Madden, like I said earlier, he is an infielder as well as a pitcher, and he shows off the infield skills there, gets the out. The Knights pulling back with a solo home run. They still trail by 7 after 4. Top of the fifth, the Garrett College Lakers leading the CCBC Essex Knights 9-2. And it will be Aiden Screen to lead things off. Ethan Mosseller still trying to eat up innings for these Knights and keep them in the game, keep their season alive. Misses for a ball. Three 3-1 count. 2-3-4 due up for the Lakers. And that's a leadoff walk. Now batting number 27, Noah Broadwater. And the last thing you want to do is have a man on base for this guy to come up. Arguably the most dangerous hitter in the tournament right now, Noah Broadwater. And this time without an empty base to put him on, intentionally walked. Last time up as that one's going to miss outside. Be curious to see how Mosseller approaches this at bat. Shakes off a couple times. Fastball in there for strike one. Fouled back off the screen. Broadwater now up behind 1-2. Taking off and hit through the middle, and of course Broadwater with another hit up. A beautiful hit and run, well timed. Broadwater gets on base yet again. Screen advances to third, and that brings us to the cleanup hitter, Mayfield. Now batting number 4, Sebastian Mayfield. So I mentioned before, the run rule is in effect here. So if the Lakers were to get up by 10 runs and then hold the Knights in the bottom half, this game would end. And certainly on the minds of everybody here. It looked like second baseman had the ball. I don't know if they were trying to go for a hidden ball trick there, but Broadwater now will take his lead off of first, screen off of third. Outside, ball one. Sebastian Mayfield. Mayfield 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Looking to make his mark. That's going to get away from De Jesus. Screen will stay at second, or excuse me, stay at third, and Broadwater will make his way over to second on the wild pitch. Hit straight up into the air. Behind the plate, De Jesus tracking it, makes the catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Now batting, number 35, Jesus Fermin. So that brings up Fermin. He had a RBI. Excuse me, he had a double, scored a couple times in a walk. Hits this one towards the left side. Throwing home is Bailey, and they get the out at home. Screen out on the fielder's choice. Nice play by Bailey. Broadwater does advance to third on the play, but it's now 2 outs. Now batting, number 40, Matthew Firestone. In there for a strike. Taking off for second is Fermin. Throw down. And safe at second. Oh, no, excuse me. Fermin is out at second, and that's going to do it. Nice play by De Jesus to throw him out to end the inning. Still tied, 9-2 after an action-packed top of the fifth. Yeah, it's going to be a long day if we keep this up. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left on base. Middle of the fifth. Garrett ahead, 9-2. Off for the Knights, number 12, Diego Garcia. Diego Garcia leading off for the Knights. First pitch he sees, hits it to the right center gap. Mayfield, diving attempt, can't get to it, and that's going to fall in for a leadoff single. Now batting, number 26, Manuel Augustini. Oh, 1 count to Augustini. Garcia dives back. Garcia, prolific base stealer, 25 stolen bases on the year, just 2 caught stealing. Curveball in there for a strike. Strike 3 called. What a pitch by Madden as that curled right in, and a tap of the hat. Sarcastically calling for the ABS challenge by Augustini. Now batting, number 24, Joey Rosa. Saw Major League Baseball hitters get ejected for doing such a thing last year before it actually was put into effect this year. Home plate umpire a little bit more gracious. Pitch out, and Garcia holds his ground. Over the head of Rosa as he ducks out of the way for ball 2. Good pitch in there for a strike. Two 1 count. Madden checks on Garcia as he had a pretty good sized lead off of first. That one's hit hard to left field, still traveling way back towards the foul pole, and a foul ball is called. That's a very loud strike. Two count to Rosa. Strike 3 called right over the heart of the plate. And Rosa goes down looking, the second straight strikeout looking for Madden. Now batting, number 35, Connor Bailey. Two outs, and Bailey will come to the plate. The Knights trying not to waste the leadoff single by Garcia. Curveball misses high for ball 1. Looked like a similar pitch to what Augustini was rung up for just a couple at bats ago. Hit back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Bailey. Garcia stays at second. And a 2-out rally in the works for the Knights. Now batting number 8, Casey Parsons. Parsons takes strike 1. Couple of men on base and a chance here for the Knights to try to climb back. Madden checks on Bailey at first. Trying to catch him off guard as he is the trailing runner there. 1-1 count to Parsons. Just misses. Madden looked displeased with that one. Pretty slow pace to this game. We are almost 2 hours in. Still in the middle of the 5th. Towards the end of the 5th, I should say. And that's in there for a strike on a similar pitch. And now we hear some groans from the opposite side of the field. After back-to-back pitches, we hear from one side, then the other. The old saying goes, if both sides are unhappy, it must be good officiating. 2-2 count. Parsons tries to hold up. They're going to appeal it down to first base, and they say he did not go. And that's going to load the count up. Big moment in the game. 2 men on. Full count. Madden. Fastball. Inside ball 4. Just missed. Now batting, number 37, Garrett Guzman. So the bases are loaded for Garrett Guzman, the left-handed hitter. Huge swing from Guzman there, and behind 0-1. Just trying to match Broadwater on that one. This one is going to go to the opposite field, way back to left field. This could be trouble. Still traveling, and it's going to be a foul ball. Did not miss the foul pole by much. Good piece of hitting from Guzman as he took an outside pitch and took it to the opposite. Big swing and a miss. Madden able to get out of the inning with no damage done on the strikeout. He strikes the side out and leaves the bases loaded. Still 9-2 game. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. End of the 5th. Garrett 9, Essex 2. Leading off for the Lakers, number 40, Matthew Firestone. We go to the top of the 6th. Garrett still ahead 9-2. Essex hanging around, but they've had their opportunities that they have not been able to cash in on, including the bases loaded strikeout by Guzman in the bottom of the 5th. In a moment they could have really used a hit there. 2-1 count, low for ball 3 as Ethan Mosteller still in there. He's clearly been the most effective pitcher for Essex in this game so far. Low and away, ball 4. Now batting, number 24, Ethan Early. Mosteller now up to 44 pitches out of the bullpen. And he'll look at Ethan Early. And therefore a strike. Fouled straight back, and Early now behind 1-2. 61 degrees, not too much wind today, sun poking through with some clouds. Perfect day for baseball as the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball is in there. Strike 3 called and early. We'll sit down. Now batting number 1, Meyer Cabrera. So we've seen this home plate umpire sometimes give it and sometimes not on those high breaking balls. Gave it that time to the pitcher. That brings up the hot hitting Meyer Cabrera. 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBI, a walk. Hit and run, a big hop towards second. Good play by Rivera. He'll throw out Cabrera at first. But that will advance Firestone to second base. Now batting, number 43, Parker Ferraro. So 2 outs, that brings up Ferraro. Garrett scored 8 runs in the second, 1 in the third, and their offense has sputtered out a little bit since then. Certainly helped that Essex pitchers have been doing a much better job limiting the walks. Breaking ball stays inside for a ball. 1-1 pitch. Firestone, the sizable lead off of second. Misses inside again on the breaking ball. Looked like Mosler was trying to get that inside pitch to set up for the outside. Can't get it on either attempt. Now he will go for the outside fastball. Chopped towards the left side. Picked up, thrown across by Agostini, and he is out at first. Nice play by Manuel Agostini. Garrett scoreless for a 3rd straight inning as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th, and it's going to be Yariel Hernandez, who's been swinging a real hot bat today, stepping up to lead off the inning. Hernandez 2 for 2 with a triple and a home run. First pitch he sees, hits it straight up into the air, and it's going to be Firestone colliding with Broadwater, and Firestone in the end makes the catch. I think I heard Broadwater trying to call him off late. Firestone held his ground, made the catch for out number 1. batting, number 4, Orville De Jesus. Well, with one out, that brings up the catcher, De Jesus. That one is also hit straight up in the air. Coming back in foul territory and dropping it is Cabrera as he overran a little bit, had to track back for it and couldn't make the catch. Everybody will get back into their respective positions. Madden. And they're going to say that De Jesus did swing on that one, so it's going to be a 1-2 count. Low and away, ball 2. Full count. De Jesus digs in. Crowding the plate. 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be ball 4 low, and De Jesus reaches base. Now batting, number 39, Andy Martinez Rivera. One-0 count, high and away for ball 2, and we're seeing the first signs of Madden struggling, and apparently I'm not the only one that noticed it as the Garrett pitching coach goes out to have a conversation with his pitcher. Madden about to throw his 90th pitch, and we do see some action in the Garrett bullpen as Madden might be coming to the end of his line. Two-0 count to the number 9 hitter in the Essex lineup. And good rest for Madden, gets the strike call. Just taking that second to collect yourself sometimes make such a difference for a pitcher. This one's hit to the left side, off of the glove of Ferraro as he jumped up to try to grab it and just hit the tip of his glove. The 1-out single by Rivera now puts 2 men on board, and Essex again getting traffic on the bases. Now batting, number 12, Diego Garcia. So the bottom of the lineup does the job in getting a couple men on, and now we go back to the top as Diego Garcia comes up. We have seen Essex leave a lot of runners on the base paths. 7 in total so far in this game. Garcia fouls back the first pitch. Misses for a ball. Smelkinson was trying to do some yard work and took one to the face. He's like literally the worst manly man of all time. It's hilarious. Garcia fouls off a couple in a row, and he's still at a 1-2 count. A 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, just misses outside. Madden wanted that one. Two pitch to Garcia. The breaking ball, strike 3 called. A big pitch from Madden. And with 2 outs, that brings up Augustini. Now batting number 26, Manuel Augustini. That was a nasty breaking ball from Madden as that curveball just caught the top left corner of the strike zone. And with 2 outs, Augustini trying to not strand the opportunity again. Pickoff move at second base. No dice as De Jesus gets back in time. Misses for a ball. And another one, and that was pitch number 100 for Madden. Have to wonder if this is going to be the last batter he sees in this game, trying to get through 6. 2-0 count, 2 outs, 2 men on. And another pickoff move to first base on the trailing runner as Rivera had to dive back and almost got stepped on by Firestone trying to catch it. Misses again. It's going to be a 3-0 count. 3-0 pitch to Agostini. Rojas on deck, hoping to get his chance. Inside, ball for a 4-pitch walk by Madden. And all eyes are on the Garrett dugout right now, and from what I'm seeing, it looks like Garrett's going to ride with Madden for now. Now batting, number 24, Joey Rosa. So that brings Joey Rosa to the plate. The number 3 hitter in the lineup. He's got the bases loaded with 2 outs. Bryce Madden, one of the biggest at-bats on the mound that he's ever faced. First pitch in there for a strike. Both sides getting loud now. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball well outside for ball 1. Essex bench starting to get a little bit more vocal. Tension from the Garrett side. A 1-1 pitch. That's going to stay low for ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. Hit through the left side. It's going to get in there. Rosa comes through for the Knights. 1 run scores. Here comes Rivera. He's going to score as well. Ball gets away. Runners will advance on the throw. And a big 2-run single from Joey Rosa. We have ourselves a ball game. And that's going to do it for Madden. He had a heck of a start getting through, but just couldn't finish out the 6, as we are going to have a pitching change for the Lakers. We'll be back after this. Put an arrow up on the board for Garrett also for the throw. That's a great start. New pitcher for the Garrett Lakers. It is going to be Keaton Walsh, the freshman right-hander from Ontario, Canada. Hit through the middle, ground ball. Scooped up, fired across by Broadwater, and Walsh able to get out of the inning with a ground ball to limit the damage. But the Knights add 2 runs. It's a 9-4 Garrett lead. Top of the 7th we go. The Knights pulled a couple back in the 6th, and we have a 9-4 Garrett lead. Garrett trying to reinvigorate their offense, and they'll do so with the top of the lineup coming up. And that's going to hit him, and that's a big leadoff hit by pitch. Now batting number 21, Aiden Screen. Garrett's offense held scoreless for 3 straight innings, and that might do it for Mosteller, who has absolutely pitched a fantastic game in relief. And the ball will be taken from him, but what a job by Ethan Mosteller to help his team out and eat up some huge innings, getting some really fine praise from Coach O'Connor right now, I'd imagine. Pitching change for the Knights. We'll be back after this.
I got under it too much, and I was, like, the guy kept creeping up on me over and over because I hit a couple of line drives, like, pretty and he was, like, creeping on, like, God, I can hit it over him so easily, and then I popped it. That one bothers me more than I can say. The problem is I keep trying to tell the guy, so I told my wife I have this problem with my foot, because I know if I told her I'd probably have a broken foot, so like, no, you're done. So I can't say anything to them, but I badly want to play shortstop and I have to run. But he keeps putting me out in left field and left center and all that, so I have to run around. Oh yeah, and this team sucks. Right? Like nobody goes at the ball, nobody can catch. Like I literally am doing all the work in the outfield. It's brutal. scary as it sounds, stepson now has his learner's permit and is driving his car.
Wow.
Yeah. Daughter is so perfect, just in every way.
Every way.
Yep. There's no other way to say it.
Of course.
Yep. Straight A student, just
As they normally
perfect,
are.
great. Yeah. It's like literally no issues, problems, just wonderful human being. It's just, I'm waiting for it to fall. Like I'm sure she's gonna meet a horrible teenager mom.
Of course.
Now pitching for the Knights, number 23, Drew Rommel. Now batting for the Lakers, number 21, Aiden Screen. Drew Rommel, the new pitcher for the Knights. Rommel, the sophomore right-hander from Fallston, Maryland. The veteran has 10 appearances, 7 starts in the year. I imagine he was going to be under consideration to start one of the games during this tournament, but now they need him in relief just to get through this game and keep their season alive, as that's going to be in there for a strike. Rommel with a 7.82 ERA, a 4-2 record overall in 35 innings. He's got 21 walks and 16 strikeouts. Opponents batting .290 against him, so not much of a strikeout pitcher, but has done a good job of keeping opponents in check. But that one is going to go to the backstop. Gillot takes a big turnaround second, and the throw down by De Jesus is going to briefly get away, but a good job chasing it down is Agostini to make sure that Gillot can't get the extra base. Big swing and miss for Screen. Backing up is Bailey. Long throw across. That's going to get away from Rosa. Gillot stays at third as that's throw by Bailey well high of the mark. And an E5, the second error of the game for the Knights. Brings up Noah Broadwater. Now batting number 27, Noah Broadwater. So runners on first and third. Keep an eye on Screen at first base. He's only got 5 stolen bases on the year. And there for a strike. Noah Broadwater, early favorite for tournament MVP if Garrett can make a deep run. 3 for 3, 4 RBI, a run, a walk, a home run, including the grand slam. Just also plays a stellar shortstop to go on top of it. 0-2 pitch, low for ball 1. That's going to just miss. Two pitch. Rommel delivers. This is hit high and deep. Did he do it again? Way back. Unbelievable. Can anybody stop him? A 3-run home run from Noah Broadwater. My goodness. That man is hotter than Hades. Now batting number 4, Sebastian Mayfield. So head coach Sean O'Connor goes out to the mound to talk to his infield. And now the mercy rule is back in play, as the rule is it's 8-run lead after 7 innings, which is where Garrett is at right now. So in the bottom of the 7th, Essex is going to have to score at least 1 run, depending on if Garrett can add any more in this inning to keep this game alive. I don't know, maybe even if Garrett doesn't make a deep run, I might still give my vote to Noah Broadwater. That's just an unreal. That guy is as hot as it gets right now, carrying Garrett on his back. He's got 7 RBI in this game. He had another 2 yesterday against Frederick with his 2-run home run. 3 home runs in 2 games. It's a nice resume to put up. 2-0 count to Mayfield. Rommel delivers a strike there. At this point, anytime Broadwater steps up to the plate, get your popcorn out, you're in for a show. And that's going to be wide for ball 3. And therefore a strike. That's going to load up the count. And that's going to be ball 4 as Mayfield will take to first base. Now batting number 35, Jesus Fermin. Mayfield has stolen 4 bases this year, caught stealing twice. No Broadwater came into the series batting .469, had 11 home runs. It seems like those numbers are low for him based on what we're seeing. Wide for ball 2. Had a remarkable 78 RBI in the regular season. And that's with 35 walks, had an .841 slugging, .556 on base percentage. Just absolutely stunning numbers. Oh, and also he had 21 stolen bases, just to show that he can do the base paths quite fine as well. Appeal down to first, they're going to say no. And Rommel was wondering why it wasn't a strike called, because that looked like it was right over the plate. Now a 3-1 pitch, as Rommel has struggled in this 7th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and Mayfield is caught stealing at second. Another caught stealing for De Jesus. What a throw down to second that was. And now Coach Hollenbach is checking on his center fielder who is limping off the field, and that is not what you want to see for a player who they rely heavily for his stellar defense in center field. Three-two pitch now. Breaking ball, strike three called, and right as I said, Rommel was struggling. He has found it there with a little help from his friends as well. Good pitch for strike three, and now 2 outs, nobody on. Now batting number 40, Matthew Firestone. Firestone steps up to the plate. That one looked good as well, but it's called a ball. Gets the call on that one. And just missing again. 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Garrett has scored 12 runs on just 10 hits. Taking advantage of the opportunities they've had. Strike 2 called on the breaking ball, and now we're going to have a full count, 2 outs to the Lakers' first baseman. Good piece of hitting there as Firestone just able to get a piece as Rommel's breaking ball was nasty there, breaking off the plate. We'll try a full count once again. Rommel delivers, fastball over the middle of the plate. It's going to be chopped down. Tough play. Bailey throws it across, this time on the mark. And that is out number 3. But not before 3 more runs from Garrett thanks to a home run by Noah Broadwater. Essex, 3 outs left, have to score to stay alive. defensive changes for the Lakers, and it looks like Mayfield did go out perhaps with a leg injury, so Joseph Charlton has come into the game. He's in right field for the Lakers. Jesus Fermin has moved over to center field in place of Mayfield. And it looks like Felix Aubin has also come into the game as defensive replacement. He's at third base, replacing Parker Ferraro. With Keaton Walsh trying to close things out. One-two pitch, hit towards the left side. Aubin gets involved in play right away. One hopper and a great scoop by Firestone, picking up his new third baseman for out number one. Now batting number 37, Lauren Garrett Guzman. One down, that brings up Garrett Guzman. As he hits this one, it's going to go foul. Oh, 1 count. Hit high and deep to left center field. Going back as Fermin makes the catch. In honor of his fellow outfielder, loses his hat along the way, makes a great snag in deep left center. And now Yariel Hernandez comes out as the last chance for the Knights. Now batting number 32, Yariel Hernandez. Hernandez had a fantastic game for the Knights at the plate, and they're going to need a little bit more magic from him to keep their season alive. The Lakers just 1 out away from advancing. Oh, 1 pitch. Hit to left field, not very deep. Coming on is Screen. And that is the ball game as Screen makes the catch. The Garrett Lakers advance, and the CCBC Essex Knights have gone out of the tournament. The number 2 seed go down after back-to-back losses, and their season has come to an end. That'll do it for us in game 1 of this tournament. With the first team eliminated, we get back to the winner's bracket next as the Allegheny Trojans take on the hometown Frederick Cougars to see who will move on to the championship round and who will have to play one more game today. We're going to anticipate probably about a 1:30 start time for that game. We will certainly keep you updated on that as we get more information. On behalf of everybody here at Frederick Community College and the NJCAA Region 20, we thank you for stopping by and watching this game. Once again, final score, Garrett College 12, CCBC Essex 4. In 7 innings, the Lakers move on. The Knights' season is over. We'll see you next time.